Well, I was going to make the signal box for Droxford, but I thought I'm going to do a little engine shed for the sidings. If you saw a previous video, I've made some sidings in a corner just to sort of fill up a little gap, really. So I'm doing the Wordsworth Model Railway 2-road engine shed kit. I've cut the front bits out, the sides, and because it's not going to be a through shed, I've made another set of ends for that. So yeah, I've just cut all the bits out, cut all the windows out, and I'm using a different set of windows than the ones that were printed on the kit. They give you a second. I'll just lean over, I've got them sprawled everywhere here. They give you a second set of windows, so I'm going to use these for that. I'm going to use some grey and just touching around the edges of the windows just to tidy them up. I'm going to use a green Sharpie pen just to go around the edges of the opening there as well, just to sort of tidy that up. So anyway, that's all the bits cut out. I'll do another video when I've stuck some bits together and things. Well, I've put the front one of the sides together. I've just got the other side, glued the two halves together. Close pegs hold it, keep it all glue set. I've also made a foot the back, because it's going to be closed at the back, so I thought I'd just make a back out of bits and bobs that are left over. So yeah, got the first side and the front on. I'm just letting that dry now before I stick the other side. By the time that's dried, that should be dried, and I can stick the other bit on, leave that to dry, and then I'll put the other the back piece on. And then I've got then the next job after that is the roof trusses, which you've got to cut them out, stick them. Well, I've got to stick them on to cut, but I've had a look, and what I'm going to do, I think, is use the same card, because the card that I've used for the construction is the same thickness. So I'm thinking I'm actually using just cutting these out and then gluing them either side on the card, and then glue them on. So that's probably how I'm going to do it. I think that's probably the way I'm going to do it, because they're the same. The card I'm using is the same thickness as the little slots in here for the trusses to go in. So I may as well just use the same card. I've got a piece of card here. If you have a look, the card actually fits in there. So that'll be right, and it'll be a nice tight fit as well. So it's a nice thick card. It will give it a nice bit of strength as well to keep the roof on. I'm going to put some lights in here, although the windows are quite dark, but I'm still going to put a couple of lights in there just to light it up a little bit. So anyway, that's what I've done so far. The front and one wall glued together. I'm going to wait for that to dry, as I say. But by the time that's dried, that'll be dry, and I can then stick that piece on, and then we'll take it from there. Well, it's Monday night, and I was hoping to get the roof on tonight, but I haven't managed to do that. Sunday I got the 4 walls put in, I got the roof trusses put in. They were a right pain to cut out, very fiddly, very fiddly. But yeah, we've got the main sort of walls of the building put together. In fact, my modelling's quite messy, so you got sort of grubby bits on the inside, so it actually looks sort of quite realistic. Sort of accidentally weathered it. So yeah, I was hoping to get the roof on tonight, but I've had other jobs to do, not railway related, so I haven't really been able to do it. The only thing I've managed to do tonight is I've got the brick on the corners, so it hides the joins and that lot. So I've got that done. That's all I've basically done tonight, and I'm going to glue the roof onto the. You've got the inner roof there, of course. Then you've got the outer roof. I've got to glue that onto the card. So I'll glue that on the card tonight, leave that to dry overnight, and then I can cut it out tomorrow. Glue the other piece on as well, and then take it from there. And then hopefully I'll have the roof on tomorrow. That's the plan anyway. Have the roof on it tomorrow, and then I'll probably start doing all the little detailing bits and bobs. But before I actually put it on the layout itself, I've got to realign the tracks. One of the tracks is slightly off. They're not perfectly straight, so I'm going to have to just do a little bit of fiddling about there, because I'm not going to try and put a floor in with the track not let sort of even, because it'd be a right pain. So so anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the floor so it fits inside of the shed, so that way I can lift it off, but I can also put a couple of straws, maybe put one in this corner and one in this corner, so I can feed the lights through. On the engine shed I've got on my main Adwick Lane layout, the Metcalfe one, I've actually fed the lights through the roof trusses, and it's awful. It's a blooming nuisance. So what I'm going to do is just have the floor in there, and just put the lights, or I may even feed the straws in the middle of the building and disguise it as, you know, just sort of paint it black so it looks like pipework or something like that. We'll see anyway. But anyway, that's what I've done today. Not as much as I wanted to get done, but I mean, I got the bulk of it done on Sunday. As I say, didn't really have much time to do much today, but I'm hoping tomorrow I can get the roof on it. So I'll do another update here with this, or the next segment should I say, when I get the roof on. Right, I've done the floor of the engine shed. It's just basically, well, I've just put card in and I've put some paper over the top just to bring it level with the rails. I've painted it using some emulsion from a match pot. I've left this bit deliberately, so when you look from the inside, because the underneath of the board's dark as well, blends in with the sleeper, so it actually looks like there's an inspection pit there, but there isn't. It's just kind of like the art of illusion, I suppose, really. So yeah, that's the flooring done. I want to see if I can sort of darken it up a little bit, you know, make it a little bit more weathered than that, but that's going to be another thing. The engine shed's finished itself, the building's finished. I'm going to put some bits to feed some lighting in as well. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you it. The closing clip will be with the engine shed in place. There you go, there's the engine shed in place. I'm going to try and hold this and try and move it so you can kind of see inside, but it's a bit dark obviously because there's no lighting around this part of the proper lighting, but that's it anyway. That's it in place where it's going to be. Still got landscaping and stuff left to do, but yeah, it looks the part. It's looking alright actually. So yeah, I've just got to do landscaping around it now, but I've got the engine shed done. That's the Wordsworth model railway kit. I've posted the website before on previous videos to it, but anyway, that's it. That's the little engine shed for the Preserve Railway done. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Feel free to comment and subscribe, and as I always say, happy modelling.